Welcome to Charlottesville, Mr. Jefferson's University, the University of Virginia, where fans have been flooding the ground since early this morning. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Delaware Blue Hens, taking on a team from the ACC, the Virginia Cavaliers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Cavaliers about to kick it away and get this season started. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So Delaware's offense comes onto the field first today. And when you go to market for a veteran quarterback, you want a guy who can come in, command respect, immediately become the starter, and Jesse, they think they found him.
Yeah, and I'm excited to see how he's going to perform today. I know he was really excited about this opportunity, and David, he chose this situation specifically because he believed it gave him the best chance to compete for a national championship and to have an opportunity to play at the next level. Now he's got to go show it, right? We've seen this guy play before. We've seen him have success. This is a big stage for him today.
No doubt. I think all eyeballs will be on him, right? Even his teammates. They're going to be watching every single move. He was the guy that was talked about to come in, to take over, to lead this team. He's making the money. That's talked about as well. So let's see how he responds, and let's see how he gets his career going in a new spot.
A run for the quarterback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Guys, let's chat for just a moment about Delaware. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. The Cavaliers' offense will go to work for the first time. It's not always easy to know what you're going to get when you come into a new situation as a transfer, but one thing, David, that will translate for this guy, when there's a hole, he knows how to hit it.
Yeah, and how nice is it to have a guy, man, you know exactly what he is, who he is. He's been around your program. He knows the lessons you want him to teach. He's the guy you want him to be, and now he gets to step in as a senior with all that experience and lead this squad.
Yeah, and David, he's worked so hard for this moment too, right? This guy put his heart and soul into the offseason workout program, knowing this day was inevitably going to come. He's going to have an opportunity in this game to stack.
He's into the open down the middle, turning it on, running inside the 20. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Cavaliers.
Man, tight ends do so much for your offense. They block like crazy. You pull them, you use them all over the place. And when you got a guy that can do this, it's just the cherry on top of the sundae, making big plays, going half the field plus to get the big touchdown.
From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. From the gun, the ground game. Gets a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
The give to the back. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule. It makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective, trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43.
You know, these little... The 2-3 yard gains early, they're like body blows in a boxing match, and those gains become 10, 12, 15 yarders as the game goes on, and they wear this defense down.
Just going to keep it after the snap. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a first down.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball, because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
The hand to the running back. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They'll go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Dropping back, it's Bullock. Makes the catch. It's Karapateas. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is. Make sure he gets...
There he goes! They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
And that's good enough for a first down.
We've reached the end of the period. It's Virginia holding the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking for space. It's Karapateas. He breaks a tackle. They get him stopped at the 26, but boy, that was an attitude run. A pickup of 6.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Here's the handoff. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some...
Lets it fly deep downfield. Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tight in the red zone.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
He is stopped well short of the first down marker at the 15, and let's see what they do on 4th. And it's no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Catch in the middle. It's Courtney. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first. And, man, what they can do on second down here. Cavaliers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll leave it with him. Fighting off the defender. They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Working well behind the sticks on second down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. All right, guys, let's talk for just a moment about Virginia. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Out of the gun to give to the back. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain. And the Cavaliers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Cavaliers will bring the punt team onto... He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Sends it back in motion. The give to the back. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referee signaled for the 2-minute timeout. And the Blue Hens can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here.
And the ball's out and they're after it. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense. Getting the sack, getting the fumble.
He'll start this drive firing.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
And the Cavaliers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Hand off from the shotgun. How much does it help your blocking scheme to have a guy who finds the crease? He gets to the 39. It'll be 3rd and long. Under fire. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. The Cavaliers line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Guys, the Delaware offense going back to work. When you've got a veteran behind center as they have, he has to produce more than he has in this one. They thought they'd be able to lean on their passing game, but so far it has been a complete struggle. Turnover didn't help either. They've got to take care of the football. He'll toss it. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Back to throw, it's Bullock. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And what moves this guy has. The jukes, the wiggles, the squirts just went right past him and picked up the first down. To the air on 1st down. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to go up top and time's running out in the half. Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the 1st down mark.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it's still a positive game.
The Blue Hens come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Pressure coming. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Man, I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
On 4th down, going to the air. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field.
Oh, out of space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Charlottesville. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at the Carl Smith Center and Scott Stadium.
All right, Kevin about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Blue Hens will kick it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. And the deflection by the defense brings up fourth down. And the Cavaliers will send out the punt unit.
Number 5, on to punt it away.
Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. That's where they'll mark it down, and the next snap will come from just inside the 30-yard line.
Well, a lot of things going wrong for this team right now, certainly on offense, and now you're seeing it in the special teams as well. This punt return is one he's got to be able to field and at least hold on to the football. I understand he's trying to go score a touchdown, but you can't lose sight of your fundamentals, and that turnover is really a microcosm of all the problems that they've been having today.
And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Looking to throw, it's Bullock. Quickly to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on third? They'll go to the air. He's got the back in the middle. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
Man, a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
The jet sweep pass. At midfield, he's got room. He's loose. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Blue Hens kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll try the run. Powers through the defender. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Using his feet. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They've started a pretty good drive. This will be the 7th play, but they need to convert 3rd and 5. To throw, it's Bullock. He wants it all. Touchdown, Delaware. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. That is... confidence in your arm strength. Look at the revolutions on that one as he zips it in there.
Confidence, arm arrogance, whatever you want to call it. You can tell he believed it. Put it right where he needed to. You got double coverage. You got to fit it in there. He believed, and he did.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against him.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect plan on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
Makes the grab. It's Hayden. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Oh, and... Move, what a juke, and he makes it past the mark. They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. The Cavaliers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
On third down, going up top. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Cavaliers will line up to punt it away. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Got the quick completion. Lots of running room. There he goes. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Rides the back on the option to give. Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33. And the Blue Hens can really attack on this 2nd and short. He'll keep it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this. Assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The Blue Hens are flying down the field. Running back searching for a hole. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
And the Blue Hens with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking downfield, it's Bullock. They're setting up the screen. Defense coming through and knocking him down for a loss, and that'll be the end of the 3rd period. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. They'll give it to the back. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. He had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. After the miss, here in the 4th quarter, still deadlocked. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Not the biggest play in the world, but it's one that can set the tone as he bangs his way out to the 38. The Cavaliers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Stopped at the 44 after a 5-yard gain. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Courtney. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. And the Cavaliers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Caught in the backfield. It's Hayden. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hayden. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. A field goal attempt from this spot would be 52 yards out. A few yards on 3rd down would make it. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The Cavaliers will punt this one away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. And now the Blue Hen offense onto the field. They haven't really been able to line up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. The give to the tailback. Wide open spaces. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Off-play action on 1st down. Quarterback adapting. He's going to fire to the left. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Power football with the run. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2-, 3-, and 4-yard gains in the 1st and 2nd quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
Here comes the offense on 1st down. Scanning the field, it's Bullock. A strike downfield. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, no doubt. That's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drill.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Touch pass on the run. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Delaware. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
Love the play call. Love the execution. Late in the game with less than 2 minutes to go, they now take a touchdown lead and put so much pressure on the opposition in a 2-minute situation.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Boston College will need to mount a comeback, but these fans remember when Zay Flowers earned All-America honors. They know this game is not over. They're trailing by 10 to Rutgers. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The give out of the gun. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Going to swing it on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Hayden. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Calling a timeout here. You have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. Wants to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's Hayden. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. And they got to the line expeditiously. Spiked it and stopped the clock. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Finds his tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Trailing by a touchdown, this fourth down opportunity is gargantuan. Finds him out of the backfield. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. On the run, it's Hayden. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining. Second down, they'll go to the air. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting it...
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the offense gets the ball back. How lucky are they? 5 points of pressure, high and tight. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Looking to throw on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's incomplete, and the final drive of the game comes up empty. In the postgame, if you start asking about the offensive struggles, the coach is probably going to say, let me tell you something, Mr. Television Announcer. They don't ask me how I won. They ask me if I won.
That is all that matters, Mr. Television Announcer, but I think you'd want to play better on offense. You want to score more points, but Reese, Jesse, I want to learn as I win. I don't want to learn as I lose.
And I know you're loving this one, David, because in today's era of modern college football, with all these spread offenses and up-tempo, we're used to seeing a ton of points. We're not used to seeing a lot of games like this. I wouldn't get used to seeing it, but for this team right here, they got to love the way that they played defense. They made the plays required to win. That's a happy group all around.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. The Blue Hens will put toe to leather and will get started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need it.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives him, and you cannot turn the ball over.
No, you got to hold on to that rock, but it would be nice. I think this offense would really open up with some more consistency at this spot. A running back they can really depend on. He becomes that guy. If he can grow into that, this offense can take that next step.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Got the quick pass. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Holds it in at the 25. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Blue Hens offense has its first opportunity of the day. And, David, they've got a guy outside that has a lot of potential, but he has to prove that he can be a go-to guy.
No, 100%. They are going to have to depend on him to make plays, to consistently catch the football, to make those one-on-one matchups, make the defense really pay when they choose to do that. I think he's the guy that can do that in spurts, Jesse.
Yeah, he doesn't terrify this defense. We know that, having talked to the defensive staff going into this game, but they have seen him flash before on film. They know he has the ability to make the wow play. For them to win this game, though, you get the sense he's going to have to make a few of those for this offense.
Now facing a 3rd and long. They go to the ground. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And all defenses talk about it. Sacks, tackles for a loss, affecting the quarterback the best way you can. The first drive of the game, already getting home.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And the Blue Hens decide to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Rushes on him. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. And here comes the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. First play of the drive comes from the 41. They'll send the back in motion. Gonna run it. It's Karapateas. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Bullock. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
We got all these fancy pass plays and all these fancy formations and shifts and motions and all this stuff you make me think about as a defensive guy. And then you slip that in. Really nice job by the offense, hitting you with the draw, with the unexpected. Nice job getting a big game.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Gives it on the option. Shows him the stiff arm. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. This quarterback part of their running game. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. The Blue Hens trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Motion from the back. Back to throw, it's Bullock. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Touchdown, Delaware! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And they finally lift the lid. Man, I didn't know if we were going to be 0-0 going into the half, going into the fourth quarter. The Finally puts a drive together, breaks that seal. Excited to see now this opens things up, calms people down, and lets them have a little more success.
Coming out with it, it's Yates. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. So they'll try to salvage this drive on 2nd and long from the 12. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And he's still running after the move. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Give to the running back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And after a successful run like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
Hands it off. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a 1st down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Bullock. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And the QB going with a little bit of touch, trying to feather that thing up in the air and give his receiver a chance to go up high and try to get over top of the defender. Nice job by the defense seeing the football, breaking on it, and getting the ball on the ground.
They'll try the toss to the left. It's a seam wide open. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17. And the Blue Hens are marching down the field. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
Well, the defense was ready for that. Offense trying to toss it to get to the perimeter of the football field, but there were just too many defenders. Running back was able to make the 1st guy miss, couldn't make the 2nd one, though, and it's a loss of yards.
Now on the move. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changes the way I play defense. Am I going to have more speed on the field? Whatever I do, I got to make sure I do what they did right there. Focus in on the QB, lock in, and make sure he doesn't beat me.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. The Blue Hens are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. And that lead grows even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. The home team has the lead right now, but this crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. The away team is hanging in there, but they're going to need something to break their way, and soon. They're up by 7 over the Judicials.
He's got it.
We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Martin back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Back to pass. Here's a heat. He's got an open man. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation that time. Saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted. Took his shot. He is in a groove.
Now the connection takes it to the 11. They'll immediately call timeout.
Nice job by the quarterback there throwing the hitch route against zone coverage. You can't stare at him. If you do that, then you allow the flat defender to get underneath it, and that might be a pick 6. So really good job by the quarterback there, using his eyes to manipulate the defense.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And this one is perfect. This is now a 7-point game. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, the Delaware offense going back to work. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fellow on the sidelines, being like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Going for the big play. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. Wants to adjust the pattern. Now from inside the red zone. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Blue Hens. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And that's just a fantastic job of executing the 2-minute type situation by this offense. Something you practice all week long for end of half and end of game. Quarterback, really nice job. Good job by the staff, too, getting the plays in quickly so they could get them to the line of scrimmage and get going. And them scoring that touchdown with seconds to go here in the first half, piling onto their lead, that gives them tremendous confidence heading in at halftime.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth. Who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. On the run from inside his own 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return.
And the offense will take
First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line.
Here we go.
Looking for a man. It's Bullock. Pucks it out of the air. At the 40, there And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Hens! Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. To the air on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Patterson.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
They'll go to the air on second and short. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. He'll pull it on the read. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. They bring the punter onto the field now. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. On the move. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And it's a fumble after that huge gain. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble. And the Blue Hens getting set on 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Bullock. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Going for 6. Touchdown, Delaware. The offense cashing it in on that drive.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from this offense. Look, last week you found a way to win a close game. That's what you're supposed to do. But this offense looks like they're taking it to the next level, hitting their stride a little bit, finding out who they're going to be, and they've looked explosive to them.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Jones. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Takes the easy completion.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Going up top again. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
Martin will throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Patterson. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Line getting set on second down. They'll move the tight end. Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this third and short. The play action fake. Caught behind the line. It's Patterson. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move. It's 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. And the quick shuffle pass. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
And I think QB's rushing, especially in the RPO game. You want to get that ball. Okay, I'm pulling it now. I got to throw a strike right now and get it on him, and you can tell throws it to the left and doesn't get it to his wide receiver. It's just maybe a little bit of hurrying too much.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. He splits the upright. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Minnesota delivered a statement victory that's going to be celebrated in Minneapolis for some time. And if this team's not careful, it could become a football school again like it was back in the 1930s and 40s. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Bullock. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
Well, there's a lot of ways to skin the cat in a running game, It doesn't have to just be runs up the middle on short yardage situations. How about going jet sweep and with the receiver's speed just enough to get outside and get that first down?
Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the third. We've come to the end of the period. It's Delaware holding the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Blue Hens now with a long pick up the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Makes the catch. At the 45 on his way. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, and get out of here with the dub.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
A shot toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. Martin back to pass. Flips it out to the back. He'll try to take it back. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Offense gets set for second down. Wants to go up top. Quick completion on the out route. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. So they're facing third and short from the 25. Gives it on the option. Kearney on the Jets. Running through contact. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. This attack so lethal with that big play capability. Now 1st and 10 from the 29. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Leaves it with the running back. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. He's not even going to get close. Knocked out of bounds well behind the first down marker. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Gets the back moving. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. They tried to get the defense going the wrong way with the counter, but nothing doing.
Aggressive defense, attacking defense. You want to hit them with those counters, but it wasn't successful in this play. Defensive line, linebackers, everybody's dialed in. They see what's going on. They diagnose it, go downhill, hit them right in the middle of the field.
And the Blue Hens need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Bullock. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down.
And I think if I'm a QB, I like the decision. I get it to my running back who's really good after the catch, really good with the ball in his hands, but the defense did the job. They got him on the ground. They gave up some yards, but they forced the 4th down.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Holds it in, the first down and more. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The Blue Hens come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far. And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Gonna look downfield again. Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down. And the Blue Hens will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hunt is on its way. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. He'll keep it himself. He'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Second down coming up.
Martin will throw it. Takes a hit as he fires. Picked off. Oh, he would have loved to pick up a few more yards on that return, but they've still got it at the 31.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Got it. Green 25.
Quarterback will keep it. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, talking to the coaches coming into the game, they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
Let's go.
Looking to fire. Works the middle of the field. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Complete to the left. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. He wants to change this route. To the air. It's Bullock. Still looking on the move. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. This is an absolute blowout.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. After this, it'll be a wrap.
Second down.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. It'll be 3rd and long. He's looking to pass. Here's the pressure. And they got him. Didn't have much of a chance on that one, and a fitting way to put a capper on this game. You waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season.